Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. It is currently 65 degrees, believe it or not, with a high supposed to be 75 today. Ain't that wild? A couple of days before Christmas. And I got a hoodie and sweatpants on, but I do have shorts and a t-shirt on underneath. I have a feeling I'll be shedding some layers here after a while. No guide trip today, but I am going fishing, heading to a lake I haven't been to in about a month and a half or so. We're just gonna go out, have a fun day, and see what I can find. Just made a stop at the donut shop, got me a glazed donut and a sausage roll. So we're rolling down the highway, and we'll see you at the lake. All right, guys, we have made it to the lake. The boat is in the water. Let's go find some fish. So this is my first video after I reconfigured my electronics. So I was running this 126 Ultra 2 up there. Now I'm running a 166 SV Echo Map up there. That's a 16-inch graph with a 10-inch 106 behind it for mapping. So I've got 16 for live scope, 10 for mapping up there on the beat down double stack ultimate. And then I moved my 12-inch that was up there back here, got rid of a 10-inch. So now I'm running a 126 Ultra 2 at the console. So I've got a bigger screen for side scan, down scan, and for watching live scope back here with all my units networked together. So now, when I bought the 16, I bought the bundle with the GT56. So now I have much better side imaging. I had the GT54 before. So now I got the 56, and the clarity is unbelievable. It's a crystal clear transducer. So my side scan and down scan is going to be a lot more detailed now. So let's get on pad and let's get to the fishing hole. Dropping on our first fish here, suspended about 12 foot deep, 10 foot out. Here he comes. Fish on. First fish in the boat. It's a good one. Nice one. Got him. He's not as big as he looked. I gotta get used to the 16-inch screen. It's only my third day with it. Makes everything look bigger than it is, but good eater. Aaron Mitchell, aka Slab Daddy, got him one on. Nice fish. Fish on. Good fish. There's old David over there, old crappie pirate, we call him. See if he's hungry. Here he comes. Fish on. That feels like a white bass. Yeah, I bet it is. Yep. Big old white bass. I'll show you what I'm using here. This is a Cyclops 16th ounce, just a gray natural head. And that is a cutthroat craw color, which it's about had it. I mean, this dude's been on here for quite a while now, caught a lot of fish. So I'm gonna go get a new plastic out. I think I'm gonna go with something more natural. Water's kind of clear, sun's shining. So we'll go with a little more clear natural bait and see how they like it. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna go with this Crappie Slammers natural split tail shad. I have a box in here that's got crappie slammers, but I think I'm out, so I pulled these off the wall in the garage. So we're gonna go ahead and get one of these. There's your cool little bait. It's real natural shad pattern. So let's throw that on and give that a shot. All right, there it is. If I was a crappie, I'd eat that. That looks good. See if it'll catch some fish. I see a dandy. Little wolf pack here. Here he comes. Fish on. Oh, dang white bass. Good crappie right there. He's all by himself. Almost there. Perfect. Right on his head. Little shake. Oh, he spooked off. Here we go. Come on. Chasing, chasing. Got him, finally. Good eater. That's that Cyclops jigs. Crappie Slammers Natural. Looks like a pretty nice one. About 10 foot deep, suspended out in the middle of nowhere. Let's drop that bait down. Right there. Takes a minute. Oh, he spooked off. Dadgummit. Here we go. Fish on. Good eater. So I'm just out here scanning open water, catching these suspended fish. You'll see them coming across the screen here. Some of these brighter dots, like that one out at 20 foot sitting still, those are usually crappie. Sometimes you catch a white bass doing that. So we're gonna drop down on this one right here, see if we can get this one to fire off. So he's about 10 foot out, about 14 foot deep. He's moving, but not moving towards, here he comes. Fish on. Just an eater, nothing spectacular. There you go, guys. So I wanted to talk about my current setup that I'm using right now. So I'm using a 13.5 1039 rod. That is an awesome rod. It's got plenty of backbone, very sensitive, and I can hold it all day long, no problem. It's got the length to get out over them fish. Try not to spook them with the boat shadow or boat slap. So that's my rod of choice. I also use 12 foot at times, sometimes 10 foot, and also have some 7 foot for casting. So I've got this paired with a Handing M1 reel. I actually found these on TikTok a while back. They're about 25 bucks, and they are awesome reels. You get your bang for your buck on these, no doubt. So I got 12-pound K9 high-vis fluorocarbon on there. And so, like I mentioned earlier, I'm using a 16th Cyclops with a Crappie Slammers Natural split tail shad. And then I'm running a 1/4 ounce Dragon Master weight. That's for forward-facing sonar. It's supposed to eliminate tangles between your weight and your jig. It does happen at times, but not as bad as it would with the egg sinker. No rubber bobber stops to worry about. So this is an awesome weight system. Check them out at dragonmaster.com. Use code TJ10 to save you a little bit of money. So check all these products out and tell them TJ sent you. And he's running. Gosh dang it. Right there. Oh, he missed it. He's turning. Fish on. He's a little guy. Little bitty thing. See, I still got to adjust my eyeballs to this 16-inch graph. Look how little that thing is. That's tiny. I knew he was small, but I didn't think he was that small. Alright guys, I'm going to pick up and run somewhere else because this place sucks. They're being stubborn. Got a few in the live well, nothing crazy to brag about, but a few eaters, so we're going to fire up and make a run. Alright guys, just got to my next fishing spot. Have no clue if they're going to be here or not, but you don't know until you go and find out for yourself. So before I do that, I'm going to give you a little time check. It's currently 1:14. It is about 69 degrees. Got a south wind blowing at 11 miles an hour. Seems about right. This lake gets really wild when the wind picks up. So I'm gonna get a little snack out. See what I got in here. I'm feeling some beef jerky. So I'm a big fan of this beefcake jerky. I got some pork honey barbecue. I think that'll work just fine. So let's go ahead, jump on up here, and let's see if we can find some fish. We should be able to find some fish here. I mean, going by the textbook, there's a main river channel that runs along this bank. So this is kind of their main highway. They're gonna be moving up and down through here. I don't know if there's any fish here, but we're gonna find out here shortly. So I picked up another 13.5 1039. This one actually has a hair jig tied on. That is a hair jig my buddy Justin Robinson makes, and it's called Justin's Jigs. That's his company. You can find him on Facebook. This is a 16th ounce black and chartreuse. We call it Old Faithful. Black and chartreuse is a great color combo anytime, anywhere, most of the time. So let's get on the hunt here and see what we can find. Well, I've run about 150 yards and haven't seen a single crappie. There's plenty of shad here, carp, gar, everything else, but I'm not seeing no crappies, so I may have to pick up and move on. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the trolling motor. We're gonna make a short little move. I'm not going real far, but far enough to where I need to fire up the big motor and make a run. So let's pull these power brakes up. And let's idle on. So I'm just idle on down through here. There's a brush pile. It's got a bunch of little crappie on it. So this is down scan down here, side scan up here, and I'm just idling down through here. I'm just kind of looking and seeing what I can see on side scan down through here. There's quite a few brush piles and stuff, but the brush piles I fished, they're all been little bitty crappie. Looks like we got two spoonbill right here. I've seen some of them on live scope as well. Bunch of shad. There's another brush pile right there. So moving on, here's some more shad coming across the screen here. Bunch of shad, plenty of bait, but not seeing a lot of crappie, what we're after. I like to run this combo a lot whenever I'm side scanning. I got my fishing chart over here, down scan over here, and then my big part of the screen is side scan. That way I can kind of follow a river channel, creek channel, or if I got waypoints like I do here, I can see them while I'm using both screens here. So you can go in here and set up all kinds of different combos. But this is the one I like to use whenever I'm side scanning, looking for shad, structure, anything like that. But from what I've seen so far today here, the water's not necessarily clear, but not necessarily dirty. Seems like most of my bigger fish have been suspended. All the little fish seem to be on structure, but we're about to get into a bunch of structure up here in front of me, so we'll find out and see what we can find on it. Man, oh man, look at all the shad. Ain't that crazy? Look at that tree right there full of crappie. They all look small though, but I am out at 70 foot. So let's back this down to about 30. That is a lot of crappie, but they look to be pretty small. And I'm talking 4 to 6 inches, about like that. Pretty small. I see a couple decent ones on this tree. It's basically the ones that are all by themselves. There's one about 18 foot deep, and then there's one about 16. I'm going to bring my depth up a little bit. I'm not going to pause my screen. There we go. So that one right there on the very tip of that tree seems to be a decent fish if I can get them to sit still. So I'm going to go straight down. Hopefully they're biting better over here. There's one right there. Right there. Come on, guy. I don't think he's going to do it. Man, look at all the little fish. Whole bunch of them. Looks like a decent one right on the very top of this brush pile. So let's go down and find out if we can put them in the boat. Head's on the left side, so I'm going to back us up with the power brakes. I'll put that bait right there. There we go. Here he comes. He's following it. Oh, man. Right there. Oh, there was one. Look at that. No, not that one. Dadgummit. There's a bigger one that come up out after it. That is not what I was after right there, folks. That's a tiny one. Look at that brush pile. It is loaded full of fish. Most of them small. There might be a couple decent ones in the upper portion of it. Right there in that little split. There's a few right there. Oh, I didn't see that one. That's a decent fish. Just an eater. Nothing crazy. There he is. Just an eater. I decided I wasn't going to keep any, so I threw all them back that I had in the live well from earlier. I probably had 10 or 12 or something like that, but no reason to keep fish today, so we're going to keep on fishing for fun. This isn't a fish, but have y'all ever seen a sunken boat on live scope? There you go, check it out. This one's been here quite a while, and sometimes in the springtime, I've actually seen crappie sitting in this. So that is what a sunken boat on live scope looks like. Pretty neat. You can see it clearly in detail there. Coming into some brush piles right here, there's a ball of shad. But that brush pile is full of fish, but they're all small. And that's mainly what I'm seeing. Fish are very few and far between, the bigger ones anyhow. A couple big piles right here. See if there's any fish on it. I see quite a few little ones. That's mainly all it is. Bunch of little ones. Oh, hang on. I think I see a decent one right here. You'll see the one I'm looking at as soon as my bait goes down right here. So he's sitting right there. There he comes. Got him. Oh man, that's a tiny one. I'm telling y'all, this 16-inch graph, it's going to take me a while to get used to the size. I mean, that's tiny. That is not what I was looking at. But maybe that's not the one that I had my eyes on. Let me go back down. I see another one. Sometimes you don't even see them in there. They just come out. Kind of like this one. Oh, come on. That's a small one, small one. Another small one. There's a better one. See, I knew there was some in there. And it's a black crappie. About a, I don't know, 11-inch fish. Little black crappie right there. Going back. Well, looky here. We might finally have a suspended crappie in this area. I really can't believe I haven't seen no more. I mean, it's that time of year. But they're just, I don't know, it's been abnormally warm. I mean, it's 70 degrees today for December 23rd. That is not right. See if I can get this one to eat. Look, he just goes away from it. That's a negative reaction. Not good. Yeah, he ain't gonna do it. He's just zigzagging away from me. So I'm getting ready to call today. The fishing has just been not that great today. They're few and far between, spooky, and just not cooperating. I mean, we got blue clear skies today, which means high pressure. It's abnormally warm, 70 degrees for December. Our water temps are the mid 40s. Just things are not stable. So, but before I get going, I wanted to kind of prep for tomorrow's guide trip. I'll be on a different lake. But I'm getting things out. I've got things tied on here on my rods for tomorrow. We've got hair jigs and plastics, but I'm kind of getting things out in case I break off. I like to have things handy. I put right here on my little tool storage right there. That way I can easily get to them, you know, instead of opening up the box and making people move around. So just kind of wanted to show you what I'm doing. So these Cyclops jig heads, I'm getting some plastics out. These are all my cutthroat crappie crushers. Got my cutthroat cowboys. I haven't been using these, but come February, March, these big baits right here, these crappie will smoke them. So let's go in here. Of course, got my snacky lures. Can't go anywhere without snacky lures. I got all different sizes, the FS 200, 300, and 400. A bunch of different colors, real durable baits. Let's get in here. I've got my cutthroat dualies. This is by Cutthroat Jig Company. There's the split tail dualies. Real solid baits. A lot of different color combos. These are all my jig heads. Most of them are Cyclops jig heads. A bunch of different sizes and colors. Gotta have those. Let's see. I got some crappie slammers and some crappie customs baits in here. Let's see. Now we're getting all my hair jigs. Justin's jigs right there ties all my hair jigs. And he does a phenomenal job. Some of my favorite color combos. All these are 16th ounce. So I've got two more hair jig boxes in here. This is another one. This is all 32nd and 24 Cyclops. Most of these are all tied on ball head jigs. And then these are my big hair jigs. These are all 1/8 and 1/4. Most of them are ball head or pill head jigs. Don't use those a ton because I typically go smaller before I go bigger. I got some weights. Here's all my Dragon Master sonar sticks that everybody's always asking about. I got 1/4 and 1/2 ounce. Use K9 line. Got a bunch of other stuff over here. This is all my Bobby Garland Itty Bit slab hunters. These are really little baits for when it gets real finicky. You know, I should have been probably throwing some of these today to try to get them finicky ones to bite. But it is what it is. These are all my Cutthroat Tricked 'em series in various colors. That back there has all my sonar minnows, my Rapala freeloaders, and all my minnow stuff for bass fishing with live scope. And that's all my sand bass, striper, and hybrid lures right there. So that's pretty much going to do it for this box. Got my Bubba Pro Series scale up there. So I'm going to get all this put back up. Got everything all put back. I like to keep everything labeled and organized. And that'll do it for that. So there's some of the stuff I'm going to put up here on my tool rack. Stuff that's easily accessible. Really good color combos right there in case I break off tomorrow. Like to have them handy. So I like to keep my plastics on this side. I like to keep my hair jigs on this side. Just a couple. Alright guys, boat is all strapped down, ready to hit the road. Alright, we're heading down the road, but y'all don't go anywhere yet. The video's not done just yet. We're going to make a pit stop on the way home. We're going to hit one of my local bait and tackle shops. Some of y'all may know it as the Tackle Bandit in Collinsville, Oklahoma. They carry most of the things that I use on a daily basis. So I'm going to make a stop in there and see if I can find anything I can't live without. So we'll see you there. And there she is. Let's go on in there. So this is my favorite section. This is the crappie aisle. Got your snacky lures, crappie magnet, beaver bottom, Bobby Garland, ACC, cutthroat, top hat, crappie monster, bonehead. I mean, they got it all. All your jig heads. Got the Cyclops, ACCs, hair jigs, you name it. All the catfishing stuff, all your line, catfishing weights, bass fishing, bunch of reels, all your live bait, frozen bait. Come on back here to the back room, and they got all the rods back here now. Whole bunch of rods, bass fishing, crappie fishing, cat fishing, striper, spoonbill. They got it all. All right, guys, mainly came to get some Cyclops jigs. I needed some 1/4 and 1/8 ounce for bass fishing primarily. Got a couple packs of snacky lures. We're gonna throw these in the boat and we're gonna head to the house. That's gonna be a wrap for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I know the fishing wasn't off the charts by any means. I had no expectations, honestly. It was pretty slow, but I had the day off from guiding, wanted to go fish some different water, do something different, so we just let whatever happens, happens, and that's how it went. All fish released to swim another day and no fish harmed, and made a pit stop at Tackle Bandit, got some jig heads and some plastics, and I'm heading to the house. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, depending on when you see this, before or after Christmas. But anyways, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the water next time. TJ out.